OpenAI has just released its first open models in over 5 years. So what does that mean for us? Well, open source and open models are usually a really good thing for the community. One of the big advantages of these is that they're lightweight and private. You can run them on your own computer. And that's really good if you're concerned about your information being scraped or used to get put back into training. For researchers, it gives them a look under the hood of the model, see what's going on, so they can find out if there's any unintended biases or other problems or errors that are likely to occur. It's also really good for competition because a lot of little tech and open source communities can start incorporating these things into their projects, find uses for them, find ways to sort of compete with bigger companies. On the sort of con column, there could be some issues with this. Whoever releases the models gets to control what's in them, and if they get widely adopted, it could really restrict what kind of models people are using, what kinds of things come out of AI. Let's say that Elon Musk trained a Grok model on only race science and conspiracy theories and other bad inputs. If that model got widely adopted, then all of that behavior that would come out of the model would be skewed towards these kinds of low quality, racist and problematic outputs from AI. It allows a lot of experimentation and other things with these models, but that also sort of enables a lot of bad behavior as well. For example, no one really knows if these models could be used to power bot networks that are used to manipulate public opinion by pushing sentiment, speech, or arguments towards a certain direction on X, Twitter, Blue Skies. Could create a lot of problems for operators of these social media platforms to find these bots and ban them. In terms of the environment, when you're running these models on your personal devices, obviously you're not using these big data centers that have a huge impact on their local communities in terms of gobbling up all this electricity and water and other things. But we don't necessarily know if using this electricity on our home computers is any better. If you just look at gaming as a hobby, it obviously takes up a lot of electricity, especially when you're using high power graphics and other things. It could be a huge electricity draw globally, even though it's happening in each of our homes. From an environmental standpoint, this is a problem that impacts us across the board because computing takes resources. These new technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, things that I think people think have low value to society, but have a high cost in computing. They're just pushing us more towards ahead of when we have to address these environmental problems. Whether we're using it for science or other things, there are going to be more and more energy intensive uses of computers in the future, and it would be better if we address these problems sooner rather than later.